welcome to another episode of Bravo Charlie's. Today, we're going to make a very simple meat sauce. So, a couple weeks ago, and I just really discovered this quick little easy recipe and I want to share it with you. I'm actually filming my dinner for tonight. This isn't a special episode I'm doing on a Saturday morning or something like that, which I normally do. This is actually my dinner tonight, so I'm going to film it as I go. But a couple weeks ago, came home from work, wanted spaghetti, wanted meatballs, but I was all out of Claudio's meatballs. And if you've seen my meatball episode, I'll put the link right here, where Claudio, a good friend of mine, has a restaurant here in the South Hills of Pittsburgh, taught me his method for making meatballs. I make 3 to 4 pounds at a time, but I was out, had none left. So what to do? I didn't want just a regular plain marinara sauce. I wanted a meat sauce. I wanted meatballs. So I thought, why not take all the same ingredients that go into the meatballs and just make a meat sauce out of that? And it worked great. The family loved it, the wife loved it, the kids loved it. It went very fast and it was great for leftovers the next day. So here's what I did. And this is going to be for 1 pound of pasta. Typically that serves about 4 people. So here's what I did. I took 1 pound of fresh 80/20 ground meat, a little bit of kosher salt, about a teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper, about 2 tablespoons of just regular Parmesan cheese. Remember, this is easy and quick. This is not something where we're getting fresh cheese and grating it up and all that stuff. This is, you're getting home from work at 6 o'clock, the kids are hungry, you need to make something fast, you want a good meal, you just don't want spaghetti and nothing else with it. This is quick. So just grab your shaker cheese, your Parmesan cheese out of the refrigerator, 2 tablespoons. 1 solid heaping teaspoon of garlic powder. By all means you could use real garlic, but once again we're just trying to be quick and simple here. If you have real garlic, a couple cloves, put them through a garlic press, that'll do you just fine, or cut them up real fine. Now I am also using 2 tablespoons of chopped up fresh parsley flakes. I always have parsley in my refrigerator. It takes me 30 seconds to chop up some parsley. 2 tablespoons. Now, if you don't have fresh parsley, use 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. 2 fresh, 1 dried. Now, let me explain something. I do not like my homemade spaghetti sauce. I've tried it many times. I have not found a recipe that I'm happy with. So, I hate to admit this, but I just use, Claudio, don't get mad at me, I just use regular DeLillo. It's a local Italian grocery store here in Pittsburgh. This is their tomato basil, and then they also make a good marinara sauce as well. This is what I'm going to use tonight. So for 1 jar of sauce, you use 1 pound of pasta, and I'm making rotini tonight. So I'm using my favorite jar sauce. I'm using the same brand of shaker cheese, Parmesan, which is pretty good. Fresh parsley, pound of ground meat, pound of pasta, 1 jar of sauce, kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper, garlic powder, and Parmesan. So let's brown up this meat, get this going. It'll be ready in no time, and this is a great sauce to put on top of your pasta for dinner. Okay, so here we are with our meat. It is browning. I have it on a little bit over medium heat, a little bit more than that. We're going to brown this up real quick. And now as it's browning, I have my sauce warming up here, have the water coming to a boil back there. Just remembered I forgot to add salt to that water. Okay, so as this is browning, we're going to add our parsley. We are going to add about a teaspoon of salt, and yes, I'm just doing this by sight. It's not that critical. If you like it salty, put more in. If you like it more peppery, put more pepper in. So about a teaspoon of pepper. We're going to put about a teaspoon of garlic powder in there. And we can't forget the Parmesan cheese. Now I'm going to put a good dose of this in, about 2 tablespoons. And now simply just mix all this together as it's browning, and you essentially have, aside from the breadcrumbs, you essentially have the ingredients for a meatball. So we're going to let this brown just for a little bit longer, and then we're going to pour it directly into our sauce and finish cooking in the sauce as the sauce comes to a boil. We're not even going to strain this and get the and remove the fat. We're just going to go straight to and turn the sauce off on the other burner, move it over here, and all we're going to do, and we're not going to try and get all the fat in there, but some of it's okay. And I did put a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan, in the skillet, before I started browning the meat, in case you didn't know to do that. There we go. Now once again, the meat or the sauce is still on a little bit over medium. We don't want it to burn. Get this mixed in real nice. And now you have a nice, thick, hearty meat sauce for pasta night. So here we are, ready to eat. Meat sauce, got some rotini, my Italian bread, glass of red wine. This particular brand, Josh, Cabernet Sauvignon, vintage 2013. You can find this in a liquor store. It's extremely good. If you like a good red wine, this Josh, very good. Even have a piece of Grandma Louise's $1 Million Fudge for dessert. If you didn't see that video, I'll put a link right here for you. So very simple, very quick, perfect for a weeknight when you don't have a lot of time. You gotta whip something together really good for your family. Give this a try. I'll put the ingredients down in the description just so you know everything that I put into this. If you like this content, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button to come back next week, see another video, and leave a comment. Let me know if you try this and what you think of it. I promise you, you and your family, you're gonna love it. Give this meat sauce a try. Thanks for joining me at Bravo Charlie's. See you next time.